Hi guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution Tarot, and I'm here today to bring you a love and soul connection message for the sign of Aquarius. Keep in mind it's general, take what you feel resonates for you, and disregard the rest, but remember that no matter what messages come through, it's still up to you and your active free will and how you integrate this message today. For all my subscribers, I love you, love you, love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being here. You guys mean the world to me. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. If you like what you see and you'd like to see more, please hit subscribe. Join the journey with me. I'd love to have you along this ride. So I am going to just take a moment before we get into the cards to call in spirit. I'm going to ask Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, my team of light, and any of your spirit guides that would be here for the highest good of the entire collective to join us. I'm going to ask them to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself this reading, and any of you who would ask for it, as well as to use me as the clearest channel possible, delivering messages that are for the most far-reaching, but again, only for the highest good. Just top-notch messages here today, my friends. So what I'm going to do first off is pull three different piles, okay? One for your energy, one for your love or soul connection energy, and one for the space in between. Keep in mind that this energy could flip-flop. You may resonate more with the soul connection energy, and that this is timeless. So it may be picking up on a situation happening now, something from the past, something that hasn't happened, or, just take it again how it resonates. So what I'm going to do as well is let's get into this message and see what we have. All right, thank you. So for your side, you have man holding a heart. For some of you, could definitely identify as a masculine energy. Could be a man. I feel like, though, you have a lot of love to give, and there's a lot of heart here, and ready to put that forward, ready to share that love. So for some of you, as well as I feel like you could also have a man on your brain and thinking about love a lot. So let's see here. For Aquarius, you have all tied up. There's love to give, but I feel like something's holding back. Something's holding you back. Again, this could flip-flop, but let's see what it is. I do feel like there could be a lot of belly issues, even though there's not a lot of sacral energy, or not sacral, solar plexus energy showing here. In the back of here, there is some yellow. With all tied up as well, this person I heard could even be getting kind of some gastrointestinal issues, kind of worried or nervous about how do they say this? How do they express their love? I also heard because they could be coming out of a time of turmoil, so there's a lot of love here. Let's see, we also have attachment at the bottom. And this is really realizing that they need to remove the fallacy, remove the false mask, remove whatever has been, keeping them from really accepting their heart's desires and being able to move forward. Or if this is you, too. I almost feel like this is your soul connection side. But tell me about attachment. And attachment shows up with a cornucopia. I do feel like for some of you, what is tying you up may be things in this material world that we really need to release this attachment and release the hold of what I heard is that we may fear that we're going to lose abundance if we say what we need to say. If we go forward with what our heart wants, we may fear that the abundance just won't be there. So I do want to remind you guys, though, with this 11 as well, that you are absolutely taken care of in this world. The divine absolutely has your back and will provide, and what I heard is protect you as well. So let's move on to the soul connection energy and see what messages we get for the soul connection energy. So within here, we have Archangel Michael and first chakra. I definitely feel like your soul connection right now, what I heard is they're very rooted in the physical. They're very grounded individual. And also I heard home life. They may be really, really right now trying to work and build a stable home life with Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael may be their angel. They may call on Archangel Michael quite a bit as well. I really, really resonate with Archangel Michael. I really love the protection as well. This person right now as well, what I heard is could be really focusing on creating situations where they feel safe, and that safety is number one priority and concern right now. So Spirit, can you tell me a little bit more about Archangel Michael? You have community and patience that flew out here as well. Community, and in this way, is joyous. It's exciting. It's friendship. It could also be love. There could be more than one person kind of involved in this, but this also could be like communal living as well. Patience as well here. There's a lot of patience that need to happen. What I heard is apartment building as well, or they may have roommates because financial constraints, they're not able to get their own place at this point or something like that too, but really trying to feel grounded and rooted and safe with the people that they're keeping their company with, and making sure that the people they're spending their time with are bringing joy, happiness, and laughter into their life, not creating drama and creating stinks and making people feel like crap. Patience here, I do feel like as well, because this is one of the most difficult lessons on most of our lives, right? Patience. When do we want it? Right now, man. Not 10 years from now, not 10 days from now, right now. And I do feel like there's a lot of patience that your person is cultivating right now, working with Archangel Michael. Thank you. You also have deceit that came out here, and I'm going to get one more card to clarify that. I can clarify deceit. Thinking man. So 2 masculine energies here. You both could, you could be both men. Just a second, guys. Okay, back. So both of you could be same sex. You could both be men. You could both be women. It doesn't matter. What matters here is just the energy. It's just more that this energy is, I think, thinking in this, what I heard is the past, deceit or deception from the past. For some of you guys, this is self-deception or things that they've been lied to. It could have been the people around them not telling the truth, which really is going to rock this person's stability. So them focusing on being grounded, being rooted, I think is also important, because it means that when you're really grounded, you're going to be able to be a pretty good bullshit detector, right? You know that whatever energy is coming at you, you're like, not mine, must be theirs. So I do definitely think that this person could have told you something, could have been an untruth as well, or it could have been just lying to themselves as well, or they're realizing things that they have believed their entire life is a fallacy, and this is really creating new directions for your person to think about. So can you tell me about the space in between, Spirit? I'm going to take these 3. You have hostilities that thrown up, the thinking woman in reverse, and the temple path. I definitely feel like things from the past have both of you guys overthinking. I think it's important to realize the struggle and to realize a lot of times that these hostilities, what I heard is we don't need to engage every time just because someone's pissed off and they got something to say. Sure, hear them out if they're important to you and this is an important relationship and it's important that you hear this. But there's also a point where you don't need to take the shit. So this is important as well, that we use our hostilities, we use the things within us as well as stepping stones along this path so that we're moving to a place of enlightenment. What I heard is if there's hostilities around us, we don't want to jump in on that vibration. Because if we jump in on the same vibration that the hostile entities or people coming towards us, then we're losing ourselves in the process, and we are definitely not following our spiritual path. I'm going to grab a message for the book from the Temple Path for you, and this is a number 12. Receiving this card represents your own spiritual evolution. The winding path you are on leads to a blessed temple in a lovely garden, symbolizing the spiritual destiny your soul has had in mind for this lifetime. This card upright is here to tell you that what you're going through now is all part of your soul's process. You are on your karmic path and heading into the right direction, and the choices you make now are important for your personal growth and life lessons. The lights around the temple represent the spirit world, your family members, friends, angels, and guides, all the loving spirit helpers who long to assist you. Call upon them and be open to their wisdom and inspiration. This is a wonderful, life-expanding time, so keep in mind your personal priorities as well as your spiritual connection. Following your higher intentions will help you move your life forward in dramatic ways. And connecting with spirit and your higher self will have a wonderful influence on all you experience. And that is true. When we start connecting more with the divine, with our own path, everything that's happened, we're experiencing things on our own. We're not experiencing things through the eyes of hostilities, as well as we're not seeing things through the eyes of other people. And what I also heard is a lot of times we're able to see these hostilities a little bit different or see a different point of view. The bottom of the deck here is the Angel of Balance. I'm going to keep it for the shared energy because with this temple path, hostilities, thinking in the reverse, balance is really important. And I also feel like this could be one of the guides really, really important as well. Call on the angel of balance. I'm going to bring you a message here, some tarot wisdom from the Heaven and Earth Tarot. Let's see what messages we can get for your side, please. Thank you. This fell on the Temple Path. We have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Tell me more about this Queen of Pentacles, please. Thank you. You have the Ace of Cups. One more, please. Thank you. Two more. So we got three more. So you have the Fool and the Two of Cups. This is kind of how it fell out. And the last one was the Queen of Cups. So that's really wonderful. For some of you, I heard two minds. Okay? For some of you, this really is balance. Showing up with the man holding the heart. And then two feminine energies here with the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. I do feel like for some of you, just not necessarily feeling stable. This is with this all tied up energy. And it does not mean that you can't pull yourself out of it. You're a freaking queen. You're a king. Whatever you want to call it. But you have the power within you to feel balanced and to create a world where you are whole and you feel whole. To not remember, or sorry, not to remember. To not forget your worth. For some of you, you may be focusing so much on love, be focusing so much on, my cat's attacking something here, be focusing so much on, what it is that, your heart wants, that it's causing kind of an imbalance in your world. So just try and balance that out. With the Fool here going towards this Two of Cups in reverse. Wow, stop. I feel like for some of you, what I heard is you may feel like you're fighting kind of a losing battle. This Two of Cups in the reverse. Stop. This Two of Cups in the reverse, though. I'm going to get a little bit... Okay. What's this Two of Cups in the reverse here for, please? Hangman. I think this comes first with a place where it's going to be really important to make sure that we're treating ourselves right first, that we're loving ourselves right first as well, and that we're not holding on to material possessions and ideas of what we think success is. Because if we look at what we've idealized as well as towards like ideas of love, that may be again another fallacy. Like fairy tale romances doesn't mean they don't exist, but none of us live in a fairy tale world. We're all in the real world here. So what I also heard is there's going to be a real importance here of making sure that before you offer your heart to someone else, that you remember your worth. Because if you offer your heart in a place where you're not feeling your worth, there's a likelihood or a chance that we could be offering our heart to someone who does not deserve it. So making sure that when we give this love that we have so freely to give, we're giving it to people who are going to appreciate us, not people who are imposters, as well as what I heard, okay, or like a false soulmate or a false connection. Go towards what's going to bring you happiness. Just a second, guys. All right, I'm back, guys. So let's find out what's going on with your soul connection. Can you tell me a little bit about this deceit with the thinking man? I feel like, yeah, the Knight of Wands in the reverse, there's a stalling happening here. What I heard is I do feel like they have either lied in the past about what's going on in their world. They may have lied about a third party. They may have, there's something happening right now that's stalling their progress forward. As well as what I heard is this person as well may have some anger issues or like hostilities, which we already have in the middle. But it could be that, this person with Archangel Michael showing up here is really trying to get a grasp on those intense emotions when they feel them. The Queen of Swords is here as well, and this is the third queen we have, so that's pretty awesome. Actually fourth, because you also got the Queen of Wands. A lot of them, so we got the Two of Wands in the reverse. You have Justice showing up. Princess of Pentacles in the reverse. Ace of Swords. Material happiness. And the Four of Swords. And rest from strife. They want me to show you the bottom of the deck as well, which is the Seven of Swords in the reverse. I do feel like at this particular point, the truth has not come out. Whatever this deceit is, the truth has not come out. With these, you have two queens, they have two queens, totally mirroring each other. So at this point too, I think it's really important because you have the man holding the heart and the thinking man. We have the thinking woman come out here. This, you could be dealing with a twin, okay? Just because there is so, the masculine feminine energies here, they need to balance out. So we also have, again, with this angel of balance, with the temple path, I think that both of you, it's going to be really, really important to follow your spiritual truth. There is on their side, and this showing up with deceit, they could, again, with community, they could have a lot of different people that they're entertaining. They could have, this could be a mother energy. This could just be this energy of wanting to move forward with our passions, and there's also a little coldness here. This person needs to tell the truth really bad, is what I heard. Again, with deceit, they need to be able to do it in a way that I heard that is not so cutting, okay? That is, because if you look at her, she's holding the head of her enemy. Yeah, she'll tell you. She's pretty enlightened too, but I don't feel like this queen has a lot of patience. Much like this one, not a lot of patience. So Pentacles and Cups on your side, you know, really dealing with self-worth and love issues. And this person over here, I heard rage and understanding. They're really, for some of them, maybe really understanding their triggers and what sets them off as well. Bless you. There is an issue though where in terms of this Two of Wands in the reverse with the Knight of Wands in reverse, there's a stalemate is what I heard. And justice needs to be brought to a situation. They may not be making any offers. They may not even be making any apologies is what I heard. But there is a new understanding that's going to come. So this could come in the form of justice comes as a conversation. The Nine of Cups being here, I think that this person also needs to find this happiness within themselves before they go trying to offer it to somebody else. I think that it's going to come down to new understandings, and they need to rest their mind before they move on to something that is this caliber of relationship as well, is what I heard. So with the Nine of Cups here as well, though, this person, I do feel like they do want happiness. They do want emotional success. We have for the shared energy, the, I think, Six of Pentacles. Balance. There, I think you both have to go through a lot of strife and personal issues and potentially wrong ones before you can get to a place where the right one comes. Balance is going to be really important here. Tell me more about this balance, please. It's like what they said is balance within hostilities as well with the world. There's a cycle that has not ended. Something still needs to happen, and for this world to take another turn, whatever has been going on, it needs to end or it needs to change. So I want to find out about this Ace of Swords, please. Tell me about this Ace of Swords. It's a new understanding. I feel like it could be the truth as well with justice, that the truth needs to come out. And I also heard the truth is going to prevail. So two cards, bottom of the deck is the Seven of Pentacles, about waiting. You have here victory, the Six of Wands. And we also have here the Hierophant, which is truth and spiritual truth, marriage, devotion. I heard divorce as well for some of you. With the Seven here and waiting, this is also, though, knowing that the time may not be right. But also, I feel like it's important to know and to acknowledge that everyone has a different spiritual truth, and we need to respect that as well. But there's definitely a victory here moving forward and in a balanced way. So let me grab you a message from the Romance Angels now for your side, please, Spirit. And you get, very soon, decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Tell me about the love and soul connection, please, Spirit. You have a new love. A new love has stirred your interest. And the space in between, please, Spirit, which is It's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest love of all, and underneath that is flirt. Extend some lighthearted energy. I do feel like stuff has been just so heavy that it is time really to enjoy some celebration, stay rooted, and their energy is really important, not to lie to themselves, not to lie to other people. And your energy is very, very important to connect to your own self-worth and love yourself first. Decide what you want. Well, I think this also comes down to, in terms of what we want, do we want to love right now because we're lonely and bored, or do we want the right one? Because I think that that's also a choice that is on, in your mind, and you also have with this all tied up here. So let's get, on your side we have heaven. I think it's very, very important to, again, remember that you are connected to the divine. Listen to those heavenly feelings. Listen to those spirit nudges as well. Tell me a little bit about the soul connection, please. They have two things, the yin yang lover and ancient ones. Very guided here by, I feel like, passed on loved ones, but this is also like your ancestors guiding you and showing the way, that both of you, if you look at this, you are not alone. You're never alone on this spiritual journey. And this person as well is learning balance within relationships, learning what it actually looks like to be an honest and giving and caring lover, as well as what I heard. And Spirit, can you tell me, thank you, the space in between. I love that you got the communal dance, and I'm going to read this card. And you got contemplation, thinking, right? We got some stuff to think about. And this is a lot of, I think, contemplating our spiritual truths, what means the most to us, as well as on this temple path, are we going to follow it or are we not going to follow it? I get the feeling that you're going to follow it, that your partner's going to follow it, but what I heard is it's going to take some time. And it's also meaning that you may have to overcome yourself a little bit. So let me get this card here, and this is a number 5. And it says, lover, you have been alone too long. Your community calls you to surrender your isolation for this moment in time, instead to join the cosmic conga line. Do you know how special you are? So much so that this community would not be the same without you. Your individuality and uniqueness can only enhance this group of souls that calls you to dance with them. Men and women, human and spirit, heaven and earth, your community is vast and rich and has much to share with you. Be lifted in celebration of belonging. Recognize that you are part of something great. Can your heart grow warm with recognition? You belong. You are meant to be part of this great dance of love awakening on earth. Your heart is already beating to the rhythm of the music. This oracle brings you guidance. You are being drawn into a new community that is more aligned with your innate spiritual vibration. You'll feel more at home there and able to share your gifts and talents more freely and with greater support. Let go of relationships or situations that have been that you have been holding on to out of fear. If they are meant to continue with you, they will remain. If not, they will fall away, creating space for new connections to come into your life now. This is not a time to hide in what you have known, but to be open to playful connection with kindred spirits soon to be met. And it says here, when I stood in front of you, I knew something was in store. I could feel the excitement of our journey ahead, for I had been that way before. Each person comes into our life with lessons we may see, and in the reflection of that other self is the person we can be. So I hope it resonated. I love you all, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.